Hi guys, so I ordered something that I thought was pretty cool and I wanted to make a video on. So I wasn't necessarily planning on ordering all this stuff, but it just kind of all came together. So I was taking a look at that Colt Police trade-in rifle that I have, and I was like, man, this would be a perfect rifle to turn into a clone. So I had originally went on this place called Wetworx Outfitters, and I saw that they had surplus CAC rails. So I went ahead and ordered one, and this is the rail that came in. It's in pretty decent shape. It is from 2006. Even still has the screw. But when I had ordered that, I was on their website looking, and they had this thing. It had a listing for a surplus M4A1 upper. Basically, all the parts that it came with were either actual surplus or new USGI contract parts. So I was like, that's actually pretty interesting. So I decided to go ahead and order one. This is a surplus Colt upper receiver, and as you can see, I mean, it's definitely been used. But I do think it's cool. Threads look in good shape. Definitely is gonna need a good cleaning. See the C and the square forge mark. It doesn't look to be a ton of wear on the inside of the receiver though. I mean, the outside is definitely used, but it's definitely been used, but I don't think it looks like it's too terrible. So, on the inside anyways. The charging handle is very well used. And again, I have no idea, who knows if this charging handle was with that upper or not. It is not marked 13629 or with the C or anything. Yeah, I don't see anything. Either way, charging handle looks really good. I did notice I'm gonna have to maybe tap that pin back in a little bit, but alright, post edit here. So I'm sure you've seen the gouge in the back of the receiver. I actually completely did not even notice that when I was filming the video. It wasn't until when I was done, I was trying to insert the bolt carrier group and it wouldn't go in. So I contacted them, and they sent me out a shipping label, and I'm returning this one and they're going to send me a new one, and they apologized, of course. So just wanted to throw that in there. It doesn't need cleaning. A little bit of rust in there, a little bit up there. This may just get thrown in the ultrasonic cleaner, honestly. That's probably what I'll do with it. This and the charging handle. So here's some more parts, small parts here. So this is the upper receiver parts. I believe these are obviously new parts. So roll pin. It did say that everything was, like I said, current government issue, whether it be new or surplus. So I'm assuming that these are FN or Colt parts here. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe that is surplus. That does have some grime in it. So either way, there's all the small parts for the upper. And then here, this is a really cool looking cooked delta ring. I'm super excited about this. It's got like the plum color on it. Yeah, this is pretty cool. So the barrel that it came with has a barrel nut on it, so I just got to pull this off and then put the spring and the delta ring and all that on the new barrel nut. So this is supposed to be USGI surplus as well. Obviously it wasn't ever used, so I don't know if this is like a government contract overrun or what the deal is with this flash hider, but it does appear to be in new condition. And then it did come with a washer, which is nice. Gas tube is supposed to be a surplus Colt. So all this stuff is supposed to be surplus Colt parts. The delta ring, the muzzle device, the upper receiver, charging handle. I don't know about these small parts here. I'm not sure if those were supposed to be Colt or not, but they were supposed to be surplus. And this gas tube is supposed to be a Colt gas tube. It's definitely not used though. You can definitely tell that but it could easily be a government contract overrun. This is a new Capco barrel. This is a current government issue replacement M4A1 barrel. I'm pretty excited about this. Let's get this puppy opened up. Okay, so I got everything cut off. So there's the new barrel nut, and then pull this off here. Front sight tower. The barrel is date coded for 24, which is cool. 01 or 07 24. So this is a relatively new barrel. Oh, would you look at that? There is no F mark on the front sight base. Interesting. Very interesting. Because I know Colt stopped putting the F mark on there, and I know a good bit of people made a big deal about that, but it looks like even for government contract parts, they're not F marking the front sight bases anymore. So that's very interesting. So I guess it is correct for the Colt not to be marking their front sight bases. Like I said, I mean, this is a legit Capco. That's Capco's stage code number. 556 NATO 1 and 7 MP tested for mag particle inspected. I mean, this is as real as it gets as far as a USGI barrel. It's just not surplus. It's brand new. So very excited about that. I actually really took me by surprise. I thought that was going to have an F mark on it, but I guess now everyone that has a problem with Colt not F marking their front sight bases, well, I guess the U.S. military is not F marking their front sight bases anymore either. Interesting how things change. Okay, so the bolt carrier group on this thing. So when I ordered this, so this stuff all came stock. I didn't really have a choice on any of this. This is just, it all came with all this. So choices that I did have on this was I could add the rail system, but I'd already bought the rail system separate. The gas tube, yeah. So all this stuff came from that, and then you could add the rail system onto the base price of this kit. You could also add bolt carrier group onto it, but like I said, I've already bought in the rail system, so I didn't need that. But I did add the bolt carrier group. Now, what was in the listing was a surplus Toolcraft bolt carrier group, but they were out of stock. But he did have new old stock bolt carrier groups, but I had to go in, and I couldn't add it into the kit. I had to add it separate. So I got something that is really cool, I think anyways. This is the bolt carrier group that I got. So this is a Toolcraft bolt carrier group, and you can see the manufacture date on that is 2009. You see the mill standard protecting to keep it from rusting. So this is a new old stock Toolcraft bolt carrier group. This is what I found really interesting. So this is a Colt bolt. It's from 24. This is I'm assuming that Colt is actually producing parts for the U.S. government as we speak. Maybe not complete rifles, but it looks like they're making parts anyways, like bolt carrier groups, or bolts, maybe even bolt carrier groups. But so let's open this up because I found this very interesting. I'll give you a good look at that quick. So first things first, we have white paint. That does not come on. If you buy a new factory Colt, you do not get the white paint on your bolt carrier group. Oh, look at that. The extractor is marked 13629 too. It is marked and he's cleaned. But that is 13629. Interesting. Okay, now let's open this up because this is pretty cool. This is from 2009. gauge coding stamped in on the side. And I'm not exactly sure what the top number is, but the bottom number, obviously manufacturer, which would be Toolcraft. A little bit of gasket sealer there on the sides. It's got some good chrome in there. Very nice. So this is a, I'll have to get that off. It looks like it's a bunch of, oh, that's probably, actually, you know what? That's the sticky stuff from inside here. So very cool. And you can buy these bolts. So this kit is, I think, still in stock, or you can buy this bolt setup right here for 150 bucks. Comes with a this Toolcraft carrier, and it comes with the bolt carrier, or sorry, the bolt from Colt. Also does come with a firing pin and a cam pin and a firing pin retaining pin, or yeah, firing pin retaining pin, the cotter pin. So the picture showed a Colt cam pin. This is not a Colt cam pin, obviously. I don't believe Colt ever made chrome cam pins like that. Could be wrong, but I do have some actual Colt cam pins that I bought a long time ago, and we are going to be using that. And I will keep this cam pin as a spare. I'm sure it's a good cam pin, but it wouldn't be parts correct to put in this M4A1 build. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.